Let's see the next topic. So the next topic is an introduction to the computer networks. And in this particular chapter, we are going to see the definition of computer network and what are the different classification of the networks. Okay. So let's see the definition of a network. Before going to see the definition of network, let's see what exactly is a node in the computer network. Student, remember, a node is any device which is capable of sending and receiving the data. Okay, so device can be anything. It can be a computer, it can be a printer, it can be a smartphone, it can be other networking device. So all such devices are called nodes in the computer network. I repeat, a node is any device which is able to send or receive the data. It can be a computer, it can be a printer, it can be a smartphone. Okay. Now let's see the definition of network, and this is commonly asked in the banking exam. When two or more nodes are interconnected to exchange the information with each other is called network. Okay, so why network is required? To exchange the information. Okay, so when two devices are communicating with each other, it means they are exchanging some sort of information. And when two or more nodes or the device are interconnected, it became a computer network. Understood? So how to connect the devices? It can be point to point and it can be multi-point. So when one station is connected to another, it is point to point. Whereas if you see, when a link is having multiple stations are connected at a point, it is called multi-point. Okay, so many devices can be connected in multi-point type of connection, whereas in point to point only one link is there between the two stations. Okay, so what we have understood, a computer is basically the interconnection of two or more nodes which are going to exchange the information, and they are going to become a computer network. Okay, now let's see the different type of network, and this is very important topic from the exam point of view. Okay, so there are basically two classification you can make. First is on the basis of area, coverage area basically, and the second one is on the basis of access. Okay, so on the basis of area, these are the different type of network that we are going to see. And on the basis of access, we have intranet, extranet and internet. Okay, and on the basis of area, we have the PAN, that is the smallest one, and this is very important one. These are commonly asked, which type of network is smallest one? It is PAN, that is personal area network. And in the upcoming slide, we are going to see each and every type of network. Okay, and the largest one is WAN, that is WAN. It is wide area network. Okay, so the first one is PAN. As I told you earlier, that PAN is personal area network. So this, the full form is personal area network, and the word itself suggests that it is personal. Okay, personal means it is going to connect the personal electronic device around the one person. Okay, since I am going to connect to a personal area network, I am the person and my electronic devices are my personal one, so it is going to connect all such devices and it will create a personal area network. As it is connected to the personal electronic device, so coverage area will be minimal. It is around few meter. You can see like it is around 1%, and it is very important since coverage area very small, so it has smallest geographical area. Okay, so this network has smallest geographical area because it is going to cover only few meters. The example, and everybody knows that Bluetooth, infrared, hotspot, all these are the example of personal area network. Okay, so like in like you need to connect your earpods with the Bluetooth, so it is your personal area network. You are connecting to your device around your body. Okay, so it become a personal area network. The next one is LAN, that is local area network. This is very important and these are commonly asked in the exam like SSC, CGL, RRB, and TPC. LAN stand for local area network. And the purpose, it is used to connect the computers and the devices within limited area. Local means a limited area. Okay, it is going to connect the nodes within a limited area. So what about the coverage area? Coverage area will be very small. It is like a room or the building up to the few kilometers. Okay, so if your building or the room have one LAN, it means it is going to cover that room and building only. Okay, so it is going to become a local area network. And the very popular one is the Ethernet, and Ethernet is the most popularly used technology used in the LAN, that is local area network. Okay, this is very important. Ethernet is most popularly used technology used in the LAN. And example is very simple. As I told you, it is going to cover up to like room or building. The example is an office network or the school or Wi-Fi in your home or office. Okay, so if you have Wi-Fi in your room, it means you are having a local area network. Okay, and it is not an Ethernet, it is some sort of wireless fidelity. It is wireless sort of LAN. Okay, let's see the next one. It is CAN, that is campus area network. It is more than one building or room, so it is going to connect several LANs which are across the university or office campus. So the name itself suggests that it is going to cover a lot of area having a campus. Okay, and it is going to cover not a single room, it is going to cover multiple buildings within a limited area, say 1 to 5 kilometers. Okay, so it is more than LAN. Okay, and it is going to cover the multiple buildings, whereas if you see the LAN cover only one building or one room, whereas CAN is going to cover multiple buildings up to 5 kilometers. Okay, it can be have used in university, college, or campus area network. Okay, the next one, a very important one, is MAN. What is MAN? Metropolitan area network. Okay, metropolitan area network. Again, the purpose, it is also going to connect LANs and CANs but within the city, and sometime it was used for metropolitan area, so that's why this name has a rise. Okay, so when several LANs are connected across the city, it become a metropolitan area network. A simple example is your cable TV. Okay, so a city cable generally provide a widespread TV cable to the city. Okay, so that is your MAN basically. And coverage area, it can cover 2 to more city. Okay, and as I told you, citywide network, citywide Wi-Fi, citywide cable TV network are the example of metropolitan area network. Okay, for example, if I talk about Geo Fiber, okay, so it is providing a city Wi-Fi, so that is your MAN basically. The next one is the WAN, that is wide area network, and the purpose is again it is going to connect several LANs and CANs and even MANs across the long distance. Okay, so it is a wide area network. It is covered more than 2 or more countries. Okay, and this was asked in SSC, CHSL and NTPC. WAN is very wide and it spreads between 2 or more countries, whereas we have seen metropolitan area network where it is spread across 2 or more cities, whereas in WAN it spread across 2 or more countries. And a very important one, these are also known as long haul networks. Okay, and this was asked in ARO and NTPC exam. Okay, and the example is the internet. Okay, and remember the largest WAN over the world is internet. Okay, internet is the largest wide area network. Okay, so based on the area, we have seen PAN, we have seen LAN, we have seen CAN, MAN and WAN. Okay, now see, based on the access, the first one is the intranet. Okay, and the word itself says intra means within. Okay, and basically the intranet is a type of network. It is basically a private network within an organization. Okay, so it is my private network, it become intranet. Why it is called intra? Because it is going to be used within an organization, not outside the organization. Since it is not going to be used outside the organization, it become a private network. And since it is a private, so restricted access will be there and only employees or the internal members are going to use that intranet. Okay, scenario I will tell you. Let's say a shared network within an organization that enable all its employees to communicate with each other. Okay, so I have one network in my office and all the employees are communicating over that network. It become a intranet, not internet. Okay, within organization it means intranet. And example can be company HR portal or internal email system. For example, if I talk about my office has my internal email system through which we send the information from one computer to another through internal network. So our network is intranet. Okay, the next one is extranet. It is extra means outside or the beyond. Okay, so again it is private network but it allow limited access to the outsider. Okay, it is very important. Okay, it is similar to intranet, but sometimes we need to communicate with the outer world member also. So in that case they provide some access to the outsider also. And access will be internal members and the selected outsiders who are going to access the network from the outside. It can be a supply portal or client project access. Suppose I am working on some project for another company. I want to access their email system. So they will provide me the access for their intranet. Okay. The next one and the very important one is the internet, and we have separate class on the internet. Okay, you can just see and get benefited from that. And the word inter means between or among. Between or among what? A public network. It is a public network which is open to everyone. Okay, for example, like everyone is accessing internet, so it is open to everyone. It is not limited to one company or not limited to India. It is open to everyone all over the world. And internet sometimes refer as a international network. Okay, international means across the nation. It is open, it is a public network. And sometimes it is also known as super network because it is sometimes called network of network. Okay, it is a network, a big network. Outside the network is again a internet, so it become a super network kind of thing. And the basic definition, it is group of computer used by the large organization in regional, national and global area. Okay, so when everything is connected all over the globe, it become internet. Example, these are the example like Google and YouTube. These are the website which are present on the internet. Okay, suppose the Google server is in the America and you are accessing it from the India, so it is basically you are accessing through internet. Again, YouTube is present in the America server and you are accessing through internet to their server from the internet. Okay, so we have seen three type of network: intra network, extra network and the inter network, or also known as internet.